I'm Bobby Hune, and let's queer up politics. House hearing turns woke as one representative targets Biden's DEI grants amid Iran threats. A congressional hearing on national security turned into a debate over woke ideology as Republican lawmakers criticized diversity programs funded during the Biden administration. During the House Foreign Affairs Committee hearing titled, quote, Advancing National Security Through Public Diplomacy, end quote, Chairman Brian Mast of Florida questioned State Department official Sarah Rogers about several Biden-era grants. Mast acknowledged that discussing this issue is embarrassing. Rogers described one example involving mapping projects. She told Mast, quote, so I think they were trying to make the maps more gay, end quote. Mast asked, quote, literally, how do you make a map more gay or gay at all, end quote. Rogers replied saying, quote, I don't know, end quote. Mast enlisted grants supporting diversity programs overseas, including research on non-gendered linguistic attitudes in Montreal and DEI initiatives in countries like India and Spain. He demanded to know the individuals who are writing these grants, as he believes, quote, they have no business receiving another paycheck from the people of the United States of America, end quote. The Florida congressman is an Afghanistan war veteran and ally of Donald Trump, who soon realized Congress has real things to address, including the imminent threat of Iran. All right, so I'm pretty sure, according to what I read on multiple sources, the question is about apparently a statement about queering a map, which is not really about queer people at all. It's about changing the map to provide this different perspective. The problem with this administration and this State Department under current leadership is that they basically just lazily probably look up ChatGPT or basically Control F, search queer or, any kind of related terminology and call things gay. It has nothing to do with gay. How do you even make a map gay anyway?
Well, I would like to first start off by saying I think our producer did a great job at making a gay map there. I'm not sure what the lines were. I think that was to gay destinations, but I loved it. More importantly, for those trying to figure out what is Bobby talking about with the maps, if you remember, there was a West Wing episode where they flipped a map upside down and they were freaked out by it. That's what the queering the map thing is. Yeah. But also, I don't know how much money the queering the map thing costs, but I feel like we should put everything now in perspective of how many Iranian drones, how much it costs for us to send missiles at those drones and government spending.
I just want to add that when I was a wee lad, I had, I got my master's in international relations and international communication. My master's thesis was actually a policy paper addressing public diplomacy in the United States. And what? Oh my God. Yes, yawn. I mean, it's not a bestseller. I don't even think it exists anymore.
Oh, well, tell us what it is.
But the point is, public this administration has been systemically, literally taking down every single public diplomacy mechanism we have, from USAID to any kind of soft power programs in the State Department to the Voice of America, which was a long-standing promoter of American ideals, including democracy overseas. And yet here they're discussing how public diplomacy would help. No, this is not public diplomacy. What you're trying to program is anti-Iran propaganda and how you can justify the war of the United States, or at least the bombardment of Iran again from the United States.
I just want to say the power of a queer map that you just described is amazing.
But that doesn't even. They're bringing up one set of
random things that has nothing
to do with the Iran
or even
war.
Public diplomacy.
Neither of the two. Why is he asking about grants that were given out on subjects and topics that have nothing to do with this? It's absolutely ludicrous. That's like going into an argument and bringing up a fact that, the sky is blue.
Well, to be honest.
And we're talking about, shoes.
It felt like very phone-it-in propaganda. Yeah. We're just going to half-try. We're not even going to do our job anymore. Just blah.
But that's characteristic of our current times. And also, this is, Rex, Rex brought up basically the whole point of all these hearings. I mean, remember Tim Walz was just summoned to a congressional hearing, and the first thing that Nancy Mace, Congresswoman South Carolina.
It doesn't matter. No one remembers her very well.
Whatever. One of the red states is like her opening question is, "What is a woman?" Tim Walz was brought up to talk about the fraud investigation involving child care centers in Minnesota. It has nothing to do with women, trans people, or anything that gender related. But that's her opening question because this is what Fox News and Newsmax want to capture so that they can hear Tim Walz sputtering and then score political points for the media company that is currently favored by the administration.
Yeah, the good news is no amount of propaganda is going to get Americans to not look at how much they're going to be paying for gas over the next year.
It's going to be $5 gas. Congratulations.
Oh, that's cute. That's a
I mean, I would love some of my friends who are speech and debate teachers to actually go and sit in these hearings and stop people like they do us students when we were in speech and debate and go, you need to follow policy and procedure here and answer the question.
Absolutely.
They don't.
I know they don't. That's why I'm asking some of my teachers to go there.
Yeah.
It isn't about debate. It is theater. You need to recruit theater kids to be congressmen, and they do much better.
That's true.
This is not Rome. And we do not have Caesar there.
What an
Ides of March is coming.
There we go. Exactly. Hint, hint. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.